What's up, everybody? Today's video is Let Kevin De Bruyne Talk, the Players Tribune. My name is Greg, an American living abroad in Spain, learning the beautiful game of football one reaction at a time with your help. And today's video is brought to you by the Players Tribune. I will include a link in the description so you can go and show them some love, subscribe to their channel. I'm sure they would greatly appreciate that. I'm excited to watch this one here because I did a video on Kevin De Bruyne and I just thought he had a super interesting story. So I believe this is just an interview of him personally telling that story as opposed to it being told by someone else. So I think this is going to be good. Before we hop into it here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and like the video. That way you can be a part of my football brain trust as we continue on this journey to learn the beautiful game of football. Let's go.
Everything I did in my path as a youth player was everything to become a football player. There were difficult decisions. For me,
oh, little cute little kid.
Was everything to become a football player. There were difficult decisions. For me, they seemed easy at the time, but if you look back at the decision that I made, it's not what everybody would do in their life.
That's true. Takes great players are different.
Well, I moved away from my parents when I was 14. First year I was in that big school where you sleep overnight with every people, and then luckily the second year I went to foster parents.
Oh.
I'm very good being on myself. I'm that shy person, and after I thought everything went alright. In the end of the year, I'm fine. People never had to go to school for problems, discipline, I'm fine. The year is over. I say goodbye to the foster parents, not knowing what goes on. And then I come home and my parents were like sad, crying, and I'm like, what's wrong? The foster parents don't want you to come back anymore. I'm like, why? Because of who you are.
Damn, that is just so crazy. I know this story because of the video that I watched, but he's just confirming it. And man, it's like so much more powerful when he tells a story, and just the emotion you can still see in his face. That's crazy. And now I didn't understand what he meant that he went to a foster home and then he went back with his parents. But now I understand, because he left his parents to go to a school probably to play football, and it was further away. So now, after that first year, he went to stay with the foster parents so he could play football. But that's crazy, man. He's probably 15 years old to have somebody tell you that. I can't even imagine.
I'm like, of what? Yeah, you're difficult to handle. You're very quiet. The kids who were there, it's very difficult to interact. They just find you difficult. As a 16-year-old, 15-year-old, you're like, yeah, it's not nice to hear, because in the end, a lot of time in the beginning of my career, I've been given the word like I'm a difficult person. But in the end, I'm just a quiet person, shy.
That is so backwards. Like, I feel like if I had a kid staying with me and they were quiet, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's better than them being loud and breaking stuff and sneaking out of the house and all that crazy stuff. He's just being a cool little kid.
But in the end, I'm just a quiet person, shy person. And that's been given to me as difficult. So in the end, you're like, I was going to my last year of school, so turning 17. And I was going to the second team of Genk. And I said to my parents, in two months' time, I will be in the first team. And after 1 month of preparation, I'm in the first team. Then it all changed. Conversation, I think, beginning of the season, somewhere in August, with the mother. The mother came there because obviously she had the other people coming there. And she started to explain, yeah, but we wanted you
He's talking about the mother, the foster mother.
coming there. And she started to explain, yeah, but we wanted you to go to the boarding school, and then in the weekend you can come. And I'm a 17-year-old kid, and I'm already a month there, but starting to go to the first team. And I just said at that time, I'm like, you don't want me, I don't care. I don't care about you guys anymore. You know, I was nice to you. You didn't have the decency to say it. I'm 17 years old, I will say it to your face, I don't like you anymore.
Good. That's what they get. You can just kick rocks. Now that I'm having a little bit of success, you want to come and be my friend? You want to say how much you love me now? You miss me? No.
At a boarding school, you have these rules. You go to dinner, 6, maybe 7. You have to study from 7 till 8, then your free time. And then I think we had to be, depends what year you are, what age, you had to be in bed or in the room by 9. I come from training like 9:30. Still have to eat, still have to study. Everybody's already in the room because they have to. So I didn't see anybody. I went to school, went to football, then had the things that I need. So they left me a little tray with food. Sometimes they forgot because just whatever.
Wow.
It's just, you know, at the time you're not thinking about it, but it's like, yeah, you're living in a lonely world. It's very sad, but because it didn't feel like this, but yeah, everything you did was to play football, and that was your decision. And I would say the first 2 years in Genk were probably the loneliest years I will ever have, because on the one side I lost everybody, and on the other side I'm trying to build something. And yeah, then you see why football is there and why you made a choice, because you're always thinking in the end, if I'm not making it, what is it worth? Because if I'm not making it to football, I lost everything.
Right.
And luckily for me, that determination of saying like, I'm going to be in the first team in this year, in these 2 months, changed my whole career for the good.
Man, I liked him already, but now I think I just like him more. Wow. Dang, I wish every player had this type of interview. That'd be a great way to get to know them. I need to find more of these. If you have more of these, let me know. I think this is awesome.
Yeah, changed my whole career for the good. Then I went to Chelsea, I didn't play, so go down. Then City came, and then after a few years playing in City and playing regularly and starting to challenge, and then you're like, okay, people notice me now. I'm getting mentioned like being top 30, getting nominated for Ballon d'Or and all that type of stuff, and you are like, okay, you're now in a bracket where people talk about you constantly and look at every game what you play in a good way or bad way, and then it's the moment like, okay, at that point I'm everywhere. I've got my family, I've got kids, I've got more than I ever need. And it's like, if you think about it, it's mostly like not during the season, in the summer, like, okay, this is what we signed up for, to be fair. I came into City as a Chelsea reject. People wouldn't pay for me to watch me and all that stuff. That's what people really said. I can proudly say for myself that I've been amongst the top players in the world in the last, especially in the last 2 years. I think, if I can be honest, and it's not being arrogant, but I think I've done really well for myself, and I helped my team achieve things that never been done before, especially not in the Premier League. It's not about winning all the time or play. For me, sometimes it's just about I want to play every game. I want to show that I'm physically.
Man, they need to make like some clones of this guy. It's like everything you want to hear as a fan, as a coach, as a teammate. Man, I mean, I don't know, probably as a spouse, as a parent. Like he's just like, he's great. He has great character.
Especially not in the Premier League. It's not about winning all the time or play. For me, sometimes it's just about I want to play every game. I want to show that I'm physically all right and that I'm fine, and I just want to play every game and push and help the team. And there's nothing better than to play a game and help the team achieve what they want to achieve.
Oh wow. Man, that was good. It's only 7 minutes, but man, that was good. That's a great story. All right, Kevin De Bruyne, you moved up. You were already up there, but now you're moving up more on my list. All right, this was great. If you have any recommendations of anything you want me to watch or any player stories like that would be awesome. Just go ahead and put it in the description. I'll definitely do my best to get at it as soon as I can. And subscribe to the channel and like the video. As always, thanks for stopping by, and we will see you on the next video. Peace.